Hello there, welcome back to my bench once again. Hugh here. In this tutorial I'm going to tie up a stonefly nymph pattern. I simply call the rubber leg stonefly nymph. It's a little more difficult than the last stonefly I did a while back, but not so bad. And you can tie it in this coloration I have, which is the brown cinnamon, and I have a black wing case. But I also tie it in everything completely black, which is good as well. And I figured I'd give this guy a tie for you this time, so I'll get him out of the vise, a fresh hook in, and we'll get started. And the hook I'm using is a mustad 3906 bead, size 6 nymph hook here, standard nymph hook. We'll get him in the vise, lock him down. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is tie in our antenna, and for thread I'm using UTC 70 in black. So we'll start our thread right behind the eye here. We're just going to wrap back about an eye length and stop our thread, snip off the tag. Now I'm going to snip off 2 black goose biots for our antenna. I got some here. I'm going to snip 2 off, just like so here. Okay. Now for these, I don't want them overly long, so okay, just going to get these situated where I want them here. Okay, that's good. Now I just want these come up past the eye ways here. Just getting them lined up. Bear with me. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to bring those in, place them on top here. I'm going to tie those down, just like so here. There we go. So there's our antenna. Those are tied in place. Okay, now we're going to come back, wrap back a ways on those, snip them off, bind them down, and I'm going to come in with my whip finisher, do a 3 to 4 turn whip finish here, just to keep those in place. There we go, snip that off. Okay, so there's our antenna. And I'm just going to take a little drop of super glue and put on those thread wraps. Just like so. Let's give it a little drop there. Okay, next step, I'll remove the hook for a sec here and place the bead on. Using a good sized black bead here for the bead. Get him placed on here. Okay. There we go. Place our hook back in the vise. Get them lined up where we want them there. There we go. Okay, so there we go. There's our antenna and our bead so far. Now, next step is the weight, and I'm using 0.20 lead wire, and I want to put 10 to 12 wraps on this guy. So okay, there's 12 wraps. We'll snip that off on this end, and we'll same on the other end. There we go. Now I'm going to push that up into the bead, just like so here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, next step, I'm just going to flatten that out a little bit more on this end here. We're going to attach our thread again, right behind the lead this time. And make a little thread dam here on the back. Like so, and we're going to go up over the lead towards the bead and back up again and down once again. Secure that down good and work our thread back to above the barb here, just like so. I'll snip off the excess, right back a little farther yet, right about there is where I want that thread, and a couple more wraps. There we go. Okay, next step is to attach our tail, which is 2 more black goose biots. So I'm going to grab 2 more here. Get these guys off of the stem here. Okay. Just like so, there we go. Now I want those to stay splayed apart, so I'll face the curved side against one another. So I have that little bead here. There we go. Just like so. Just like that. And now we're going to place those down on the side here. We don't want too long a tail. A little bit longer than the antenna. Place those on the side. Pinch them in. Just like so. Wrap back a couple more wraps. And then wrap forward. We're going to bind that all down all the way up to where the lid. Start it. Snip off the excess here. There we go. Wrap those down good. Now we want to cover this all up really good with the thread and make a good thread base for tying our next material. I want that little taper here on the body, so I'm going to cover that up good with thread, just like so here. Form a little taper. There we go. Okay, next I'm going to tie in our rib, which is a brown larva lace material, something like V-rib. It's a stretchy rubber material, and I want to tie that in underneath. So I'm going to come underneath here, keep that on the bottom, catch it underneath, and then wrap back to right in front of our tail here, like so. There we go. And I want to bind that down really well. Cover up all that excess, just like so. And wrap back, and then wrap forward again, and that should be fine. And then go back to just in front of the tail once again. There we go. Now our next step is to attach our body material for abdomen, which is brown UV ice dub, or it's more of a cinnamon brown. So I'm going to start some wax on the thread here. I'm going to form our abdomen. This stuff's a little hard to dub, so just be patient with it. Doesn't go on all that easy, but okay. Just trying to get some started on here. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to bring that up right in front of my tail, make my first wrap, just like so here. There we go. Okay. Now I find sometimes just to grab the dubbing and the thread with your fingers and wrap it that way, this stuff seems to wrap a little easier that way. There we go. And we'll start our taper. Okay, I'm definitely going to need some more, so I'll get some more wax on the thread here. Dub some more on, just like so. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to do the same again, grab the thread and the dubbing too at the same time. I'm going to wrap that forward, and I think that's going to put us right where we want to be here. There we go, that looks great. Okay, there's our abdomen. Next step, we're going to take our larva lace here and wrap our rib. We're going to come up, make our first wrap right in front of the tail here, just like so. And we're going to leave a little space in between our wraps as we go. Just wrap that up. Okay, one more wrap, and I'm going to tie that off right there. I'm going to catch that underneath, just like so here. Several snug wraps. Okay, I'm going to tie that off, just like so. Snug that down. I'm going to come back, wrap back a ways here, right about there is where I want to be. Now I'm going to come in and snip this off, turn the excess, just like so. Okay, there we go. There's that done. Now our next step is to tie in our wing case, which is a brown scud back material, almost the same as thin skin, pretty much the same. But okay, we're going to tie this in right on top here, just like so, and wrap back to where we want to be with our wing case. Just check that, fold it over, and a couple more wraps back, and I should be right where I want to be here. That's fine. Secure that in well. Okay, there's our wing case. Okay, now next we're going to form our thorax with the same dubbing, our ice dub, cinnamon ice dub, brown cinnamon. Some more wax on the thread. We're going to come in, dub that up. Nice and tight as you can get it here on the thread. You want a good sized thorax on this guy. Okay. I'm going to start wrapping him here. Just like so. Spin that up. Get it nice and tight here. Check that. I want to come back. There we go. And come forward. Just like so. Couple more wraps. Okay, then we're going to stop here. Now, I want my thread to stay right in the middle of the thorax here for a second. I'm going to tie in my legs next. And for legs, I have round rubber hackle for the legs. And what I'm going to do is just fold that like so here. And we're going to tie that on. We want it to stay on the side. So first of all, I'm just going to place it down there. Make one loose wrap around, right in the center. Okay, and then I'm going to adjust them down on the side. I want that placed on the side of my thorax. Just like so here. Okay, now we're going to cinch it down a little bit tighter. Just want to make sure those legs are even. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And make a couple good snug wraps. I'm going to check, make sure they're where I want them. That looks good. Next, I'm going to double a little more dubbing to cover up our thread wraps there on here on the thorax. So we'll take a little more dubbing. Spin that on. Okay, we're going to go right in between our legs here and cover our thread wraps. Just like so here. There we go. Then I'm going to move that in front. Fold them back. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to need a little bit more dubbing. Just a tad bit more. So I'm going to get some more dubbing wax on here. Just to fill in our thorax at the front. Okay, that should be fine. Pull our legs back. That looks great right there. Okay. So there we have it. We have our thorax on now. So the next step, first thing I'm going to do is trim these legs. I'm going to pull them out and cut them down the center. Just like so. There we go. Okay, we're going to pull our thorax over, or excuse me, our wing case over our thorax. Next, here. And keep that right on top. Bring your thread up. Right behind the bead here, and line it up so it's straight on top, just like so. Wrap that down good and snug, fold it back. Some more wraps back onto it here, just like so. And I'm going to come in, give that a good pull, and snip it. Okay, and then bind that down really well. Okay. Now my next step is a little trick here. I'm gonna make a whip finish, but what I'm gonna do is dub my thread first. I'll show you here. We'll put a little dub wax on, and we just want a real thin noodle, thin as we can get it with this stuff. Not much at all. You'll see here in a second how it works. And I'm just gonna dub a little thin amount on here. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, but then just take your whip finisher and come in, and we're going to use that to make our whip finish. Pull them legs back out of the way here. Okay, begin to wrap your whip finish. Okay, like you would normally. Okay. It's not working well quite so the way I want it here. It's a little bit tricky, so I'm going to do this a little different. I'm just going to bring it up But trust me, it does work. I'm just going to dub that on, a little bit on it there like so. And I'm just going to come in and do a regular whip finish. Okay, there we go. Just 3 to 4 wraps is plenty. Come in, snug that down. This little pull, snip off our thread here. There we go. So there we have it. There's another rubber leg brown stonefly nymph. I'm not quite finished yet. Now, for those legs, I want burring on the legs. So what I do is I take a black Sharpie marker and I'm going to pull them, and I'm going to make myself little burrs on the legs just by turning the end of your marker on the legs like so. Go all the way down on each leg. Put as many as you want on it. There we go. Do that to each leg here. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything, just want burring on them. There's another one. If you want, just keep your markings close together. They'll give you more burrs on the legs the closer you put them together. But it's important to stretch out the leg as you do it. There we go. And that gives you your burring on your legs, just like so. Now I want to snip these to lengths. I want them about hook shank length, so I'm going to come in, pull them here and give them a snip. Okay. Grab the other side. Do the same. I'm going to give them a little pull. And actually I want them a little bit shorter than that. So I'm going to come in and cut to the next notch here. There we go. So there he is. Done deal. One more step. I want to take a little bit of UV resin and thin formula, solar res, put on top of my wing case. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of UV thin. But first, almost forgot as well, I'm going to take my black Sharpie, and I want that wing case to be black, so I'm just going to color it with my black Sharpie here. Just like so. But if you had black scud back, you wouldn't have to do this. You just... Okay. I want to put that on right on the wing case, color that all black. There we go. Just like so. Okay, now I'll take my UV thin. I'm going to come in right on the top here. Cover up that wing case. Now what I want to do, I want to come right over the top of that dubbing right, and just touch the bead too with it. Just a little bit. Just like so. Just the most important thing is to cover all that wing case. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to give that a quick shot with the light and cure that guy up. And he's a done deal. Okay. Take a few seconds here to cure that. Okay, that should be fine. So there we have it. There's another brown stonefly nymph. Like I was saying, quite a few steps to tie this guy, but very effective pattern. Gets down good and deep, and lots of action on the rubber legs. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Give you a little close up here, and if you did, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button, and you get to see more flies in the future, and you'll be notified when I put new videos up. Just hit the notification button, and you can throw in a like too if you wish. And once again, I really want to thank you a lot for watching my tutorials. I appreciate it a lot. And I'm going to sign out for now. Happy tying, everyone. I'll see you again soon. So long for now, folks.